Ornithine is considered a non-essential amino acid, and it can improve recovery from exercise and injury. In the world of amino acids, ornithine is unusual. It doesn't directly make proteins, and you don't need to eat it in your diet, but it's absolutely necessary for you to stay alive. You don't need to eat it because you can make it on your own. It's important for life because it helps to detoxify ammonia before it leaves the body. High levels of ammonia in the blood can cause all kinds of health problems, including cognitive defects and personality changes. Many commercial ornithine supplements specify that they contain L-ornithine. Amino acids are given an L or a D designation depending on which potential mirror image form that they take. The L isomer indicates the amino acid is the left-handed form. In living things, the L amino acids are more common than the D amino acids. Ornithine can accelerate recovery time after exercise. It can help to manage chronic liver disease, improve wound healing and especially burn healing. It can improve hangover recovery. It's considered safe to supplement, and it's relatively easy to increase with dietary choices. The urea cycle is one of the body's waste management systems. It takes ammonia, a waste product of amino acid breakdown, and it converts it to urea, which the kidneys can then excrete in urine. Ornithine is an important gear in the machinery of the urea cycle. In the second step of the cycle, an enzyme called ornithine transcarbylase takes the ornithine and the carbamyl phosphate, and it converts them to citrulline and phosphate. Thus, the theory behind ornithine supplements is that they can accelerate the urea cycle and improve the body's waste management system. Besides the urea cycle, ornithine has a couple of other functions that are a little less understood. One of these is the production of polyamines. These are organic compounds that are highly concentrated in the brain. There's a lot we don't know about polyamines. Their levels decline with age. Ornithine decarboxylase is an enzyme, and it begins the process of building the polyamines. Strangely, we can use this ornithine decarboxylase enzyme to detect certain types of cancer and bacteria. In technical terms, L-ornithine hydrochloride is a chlorine salt form of L-ornithine. That is, it's a version of L-ornithine with a chlorine and a hydrogen atom attached. L-ornithine hydrochloride has been the subject of multiple studies on physical fatigue and recovery from exercise, and it appears to be fairly effective for this purpose. Ornithine alpha-ketoglutarate is used to improve burn healing and muscle protein building under stress. It's a precursor for arginine, an amino acid, and nitric oxide, an antioxidant derived from arginine. This combination is often supplemented to increase muscle gains and to speed repair after intense exercise or injury. L-ornithine and L-arginine are often sold combined because L-arginine improves the absorption of ornithine into the cells. In theory, arginine should amplify the effects of ornithine supplements. Use caution, however. According to a cell study, arginine's usefulness has a ceiling. Above a certain concentration, arginine reduces ornithine uptake. Combined supplements of ornithine and arginine are, overall, probably more effective than ornithine alone. When L-ornithine and L-aspartate are given in combination, this is called LOLA. This combination is commonly used to manage the symptoms of hepatic encephalopathy, though it's probably only effective for chronic liver disease and not acute liver disease. Ornithine supplements are relatively popular among athletes and bodybuilders. In a survey of a commercial gym on Long Island, 13% of clients said that they'd tried ornithine, and 9% said they used it regularly. Some evidence suggests that ornithine increases endurance and it accelerates recovery after exercise. In 2 clinical studies, people taking ornithine recovered faster from exercise and they reported feeling less fatigue. In one of these, ornithine appeared to increase people's anaerobic, their burst, sprint, or strength performance. These results are controversial, Another study found no changes at all in either performance or recovery in people taking ornithine. Ornithine combination supplements may improve performance also. L-ornithine L-aspartate can accelerate recovery and increase mental sharpness during physical exercise. Ornithine and alpha-ketoglutarate can protect muscle protein building in times of high stress, such as after a surgery. It's important to note all the studies were very small, with fewer than 20 participants in each, so larger studies would be needed to fully understand the benefits. Supplementing with human growth hormone increases muscle mass. It may not increase muscle strength, but it's still considered a doping agent and is banned in most sporting leagues. Ornithine and arginine are believed to increase the body's production of growth hormone. However, high doses are required to achieve this effect. Weightlifters experienced no increase in growth hormone after a 2-gram dose of ornithine per day. At doses of 170 milligrams per kg body weight, or around 15 grams for a 200-pound person, growth hormone increased significantly. In a study of 52 stressed but otherwise healthy Japanese adults, 400 milligrams of ornithine per day reduced fatigue and it improved sleep quality. The participants reported they felt less hostile or angry and more refreshed after a night of sleep. Better yet, the study also found significantly reduced cortisol levels in the people taking ornithine supplements. Cortisol is the stress hormone. It can be used to measure stress, and it can also predict stress-related diseases. In mice, ornithine has been found to influence the sleep-wake cycle. Researchers are currently studying the possibilities of ornithine as a functional food to improve sleep quality. The liver is the most important waste and toxin filtration system in the body, and when it fails, every other organ system is at risk, including the brain. Liver failure can impact cognition, behavior, and muscle control. This condition is called hepatic encephalopathy, and it literally means liver-brain disease. In cases of chronic liver disease, supplementing with L-ornithine L-aspartate has prevented episodes of the hepatic encephalopathy. The L-ornithine L-aspartate decreases blood ammonia and it improves cognitive symptoms even in people with severe end-stage disease. And some researchers have suggested that people with chronic liver disease, even those who don't have obvious cognitive symptoms, may benefit from supplementing with this L-ornithine L-aspartate combination. Ornithine appears to accelerate wound healing. In mice, feeding ornithine after a cut increased the rate of healing and the strength of the new tissue. This effect was especially dramatic in 42 burn victims who were given ornithine alpha-ketoglutarate. Even in severe cases, where up to 95% of the body surface was burned, the ornithine alpha-ketoglutarate accelerated the healing process and decreased the protein breakdown. When the body is healing from a severe injury, it breaks down proteins to use for energy and to convert into new tissue. According to some authors, the ornithine alpha-ketoglutarate can prevent this from happening, hence the decreased breakdown and the accelerated healing. In one study, 400 milligrams of ornithine after alcohol consumption decreased hangover symptoms and improved recovery. People who took ornithine reported feeling less fatigue, hostility, and confusion the morning after drinking. This study was only done on 11 participants and only studied at a 400 milligram dose, so further studies would clarify the mechanism of the effect and whether a larger or a smaller dose would give better hangover relief. Ornithine is considered non-essential. We don't need to eat it because our bodies can make it. However, some foods measurably increase ornithine in the blood. Surprisingly, the food that appears to increase blood ornithine the most are grain proteins and watermelon. People who ate a diet high in grain proteins had significantly higher ornithine levels than those who ate mostly meat or dairy proteins. Meanwhile, people who drank large quantities of watermelon juice experienced an 18% increase in blood ornithine. To increase your grain protein intake, choose whole grains with high protein content like quinoa and amaranth. Ornithine is considered safe and well tolerated for most people at lower doses. High doses of L-ornithine L-aspartate may cause nausea, cough, muscle cramps, or diarrhea. People with gyrate atrophy of the choroid and the retina, a rare genetic eye disease, should avoid long-term ornithine supplementation, as this may cause retinal damage. Ornithine transcarbamylase is essential to the urea cycle. An ornithine transcarbamylase deficiency, a rare genetic disorder, essentially breaks down the cycle and causes ammonia to build up to dangerous levels. People with this deficiency cannot convert ornithine to citrulline in the urea cycle. They should avoid ornithine supplements, which could worsen the condition. They're also usually placed on low protein diets because the amino acid arginine is converted to ornithine. Ornithine ketoglutarate is sometimes used to maintain normal growth rate in very sick, hospitalized children who need intravenous feeding. There's no particular reason to supplement ornithine in healthy children, and there's no studies on the potential risks. Some pregnant women may suffer from an ornithine deficiency. If there's no evidence of a deficiency, there appears to be no reason to supplement during pregnancy. There's a lack of information regarding taking ornithine while breastfeeding, so it's advised to avoid taking it if you're breastfeeding. Commercial supplements recommend 0.5 to 8 grams per day and warn against taking more than 10 grams per day. Clinical studies have used a wide range of doses for different purposes. 400 milligrams to improve sleep quality, 400 milligrams in a single dose after drinking and before bed to improve hangover recovery. 2 grams per day may or may not accelerate recovery after exercise. 100 milligrams per kg of body weight per day increased anaerobic performance. 170 milligrams per kg per day increased growth hormone. Higher doses increase the risk of side effects like nausea and diarrhea. Ornithine is a non-essential amino acid that the body can make on its own. The body may benefit from additional amounts in periods of high stress, such as after strenuous exercise, due to cuts and wounds, during pregnancy, or due to chronic liver disease. Ornithine is part of the urea cycle, which converts ammonia, a waste molecule, into urea so the kidneys can remove it. It can be taken alone or as ornithine alpha-ketoglutarate or L-ornithine L-aspartate. Supplements may also combine it with arginine. Ornithine is considered safe, though larger doses may cause cough, nausea, diarrhea, or muscle cramps. Eating more grain proteins and watermelons may boost ornithine without the need for supplementation. For more information about herbs, supplements, and natural treatment plans, check out my website.